I still remember one of my patients, a 68-year-old man, once said to me, "Doctor, I don't know what's happening. My legs feel weaker lately. Even climbing the stairs feels exhausting." I looked at him, smiled gently and said, "It's not your age that's making your legs weak. It's that your body has quietly run out of the building blocks that once kept them strong. Collagen." And then I told him, let's take a journey through nature's pharmacy together to discover how simple vegetables can help your legs find their strength again. Have you ever felt that way too? You wake up in the morning and your knees crack a little. Your grip isn't as firm as it used to be. Turning 55 isn't the end. It's the moment your body starts speaking to you through small, gentle signals. And one of those signals is the loss of collagen. When we were young, we didn't notice it. Collagen was like air, invisible, abundant, always there. It kept our skin smooth, our joints flexible, and our muscles responsive. But after 50, collagen slowly declines. Your skin loosens, your muscles weaken, your joints start to creak, and eventually your legs, the foundation of your freedom, begin to protest. I once had another patient, Linda, 72 years old. She used to be so active, gardening, walking, laughing all day. But over the years, her legs grew weak and she needed a cane just to get around. She said to me, "Doctor, I just wish I could walk with my granddaughter again without worrying about falling." So we started small, not with pills, but with food. Real, familiar, everyday food. Vegetables rich in natural collagen boosters. And the results? Just a few months later, Linda came back smiling. Her legs were stronger, her balance better, and her skin had regained a healthy glow. You see, nature always has a way to heal. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated formulas. Sometimes healing begins right in your own kitchen with vegetables you've probably grown in your garden. Spinach, carrots, bell peppers, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, kale. Each one carries its own collagen story, tiny natural compounds that help your body rebuild and renew itself from within. Collagen isn't just about beauty, it's about strength, mobility, and dignity as we age. Because when your legs are steady and your hands are strong, you can still travel, play with your grandkids, cook your favorite meal, and live the kind of life that truly feels your own. Today, I want to share with you 11 powerful vegetables that help your body naturally produce collagen, your silent allies for strong legs, steady hands, and lasting independence after 55. It doesn't need to be complicated or restrictive. All it takes is awareness, appreciation, and gentle nourishment every single day. And I promise you this, if you start today, a few months from now, you'll feel the difference. Your steps will be lighter, your joints more flexible, and your spirit brighter than ever. You know, red bell peppers are one of my favorite vegetables. They're sweet, colorful, and quietly powerful. I always tell my patients, don't overcook them. Heat destroys their vitamin C, the very spark your body needs to make collagen. The best way? Slice them raw into salads or wrap them in a whole grain tortilla with chicken or hummus. If you prefer them warm, saute briefly with olive oil, just enough to bring out their sweetness. I eat half a pepper a day myself. It keeps my joints flexible, my skin smooth, and my hands steady. Small habit, big reward. Spinach has been my quiet companion for years. It's soft, humble, yet loaded with power. I usually steam or saute it lightly with olive oil and garlic. That's when its lutein and magnesium come alive. Never boil it for too long. It loses its heart that way. Pair it with eggs in the morning or toss it with citrus for lunch. The vitamin C helps your body absorb iron and activate collagen. When I was treating older patients with leg stiffness, I always told them, a handful of spinach a day keeps your legs steady, and they'd smile because it's true. Some people avoid okra because of its slimy texture, but that very texture is its gift. It's nature's lubricant for your joints. I like to steam or stew it gently, never fry. When you cook it slowly with tomatoes or onions, that natural mucilage turns into a silky broth that soothes your knees and hips. Add a few slices to your soup 3 or 4 times a week. I had a patient, Helen, who struggled with knee stiffness. After a month of eating okra regularly, she said, "Doctor, my joints don't creak anymore." That's okra, quiet but powerful. Broccoli is a healer disguised as a simple vegetable. I tell my patients, steam it lightly, no more than 5 minutes. That's how you preserve its sulforaphane, the compound that switches on your body's repair genes. Add a drizzle of olive oil or a squeeze of lemon after cooking. You can also pair it with fish or tofu for a full collagen-supporting meal. I often call broccoli the green doctor. It's affordable, accessible, and astonishingly effective. Every floret you eat helps your body repair, quietly from within. Beets are nature's blood tonic. Their deep red color tells you they're busy improving circulation. I often roast them at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes. It keeps their sweetness intact and their nutrients alive. Slice them into salads or blend into smoothies with a squeeze of orange. For older adults, better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients for collagen to form. I remember my patient John, 70, who used to complain about cold, heavy legs. After 2 weeks of beet juice every morning, he told me, "Doc, my legs finally feel alive again." Seaweed is the ocean's gift, full of rare minerals that most land vegetables can't give. I usually sprinkle dried seaweed over soups or miso broth, or mix it into salads with sesame oil and vinegar. It contains zinc, copper, and iodine, nutrients that strengthen collagen fibers and support thyroid function. That means better energy, faster recovery, and healthier skin. You don't need much, just a small handful a few times a week. Think of it as feeding your body with the wisdom of the sea. Asparagus is elegant, yes, but also deeply healing. I like to roast it lightly with olive oil and garlic. Simple, clean, and delicious. Its glutathione content helps fight inflammation and protect collagen from breakdown. I often pair it with salmon or eggs for breakfast. My patients who struggle with fatigue often feel lighter after adding it to their meals. I once told a friend, if your joints could talk, they'd thank you for every bite of asparagus. Parsley often gets overlooked as just a garnish, but it's actually a collagen powerhouse. I chop a handful and sprinkle it over eggs, soup, or even smoothies. It's packed with vitamin C and vitamin K, both essential for bone and collagen strength. One patient told me her hand stiffness improved after adding parsley to her meals daily. I smiled, not surprised at all. Sometimes the smallest things bring the biggest change. Avocado is pure comfort in food form, soft, creamy, and kind to your heart. I like to mash it on whole grain toast, add a drizzle of olive oil, and a pinch of sea salt. That's breakfast and medicine in one. Its potassium and magnesium keep your muscles relaxed and prevent cramps, while the healthy fats nourish your nerves and skin. When one of my patients switched from butter to avocado, she told me, "Doctor, I didn't just change my breakfast, I changed how I feel." And she was right. Avocado reminds your body what balance feels like. Soy has always fascinated me. It's gentle, plant-based, and surprisingly strong. I recommend tofu or edamame 2 to 3 times a week. Grill it, stir-fry it lightly with vegetables, or add it to soup. Soy is rich in protein and isoflavones, compounds that gently mimic estrogen, helping postmenopausal women maintain bone and collagen strength. I often remind my patients, you don't need more meat to stay strong. You just need smarter protein. And soy is exactly that. Sweet potatoes remind me of home. Warm, humble, and healing. I bake them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit until soft and caramelized, then sprinkle a bit of cinnamon. They're rich in beta-carotene and vitamin A, both essential for collagen repair and nerve health. The natural sweetness satisfies cravings while keeping your blood sugar steady. One of my patients used to replace her afternoon cookies with a small baked sweet potato. A few weeks later, she said, "Doctor, I feel calmer. My legs don't ache as much." That's the beauty of nature's simplicity, healing without effort. You see, my friend, good health after 55 isn't about chasing youth. It's about feeding it gently. Every vegetable you add, every small choice you make, sends your body a message. I'm still listening. I still care. I've watched patients in their 60s, 70s, even 80s transform their strength, not through pills, but through consistency, color, and care. So tell me in the comments, which of these vegetables will you try first? Maybe it's spinach in your omelet or a roasted sweet potato for dinner. Whatever you choose, do it with love and curiosity. And if this message touched your heart, share it with someone who might need hope for their body again. Subscribe, stay with me, and let's keep walking this path of healing. One meal, one mindful choice at a time. Because age is inevitable, but weakness is optional.